Hey everybody, this is Overland Expo 2010 in Amato, Arizona. I'm Bill Green. Today we're going to talk to Lisa Wood from ARB, see what's new. They've got some stuff for smaller cars. We're going to take a look inside a four-wheel camper, see what makes them different, and we're going to talk to Lois Price about her trip across the USA in a sidecar. So we're here with Lisa Wood with ARB, and we're standing in front of two vehicles that have not really been known in the North American market for overlanding. Can you tell us about them? And what ARB has done to really outfit them?
Absolutely. This is the new Suzuki Equator, and what we've done here, we've done a bull bar with lights. This is an optional winch. We didn't put a winch in this one, but it does have, it is winch compatible. And we've done side rails, which is something we haven't done for a lot of vehicles here in North America, but side rails and integrated steps, which is a nicer option for entry, and it does provide a little bit of sill protection. We also have Old Man Emu customized suspension on this vehicle, and which is a perfectly tuned and weighted to suit the tent on the back here as well. We also have an ARB rear step bumper, which has an integrated tow hitch as well, and some recovery points here. And on the Thule rack, we have an ARB rooftop tent. And this rack actually gets raised up and the tent can be deployed off the top, which is perfect for anybody who's overlanding, wants to use the bed space to carry all of their gear. It's somewhat protected down here, and because the tent is raised below the cab, you don't lose any of your wind resistance when it's actually mounted up high.
And with us today is Tom Hannigan, president of Four Wheel Camper. Hi, Tom.
Good morning. How are you today, Bill?
So tell us a little bit about Four Wheel Camper. What's your history?
The company's been around since 1972. It started in Denver, the brainchild of a fellow who wanted to be able to go off-road, go hunting, be able to be in the outdoors, simply the durable product, and do what he wanted to do, go where he wanted to go at any time, basically. 72 until now, same basic idea, the same basic philosophy of the product, but we've embellished it, we've improved on it, so now we have a product that is more amenable to going most anywhere you want to go.
And what is it that makes these withstand the test of time?
Simplicity. The frame is simple. It's an all-aluminum frame. We've learned over the years where the stress points are that needed strengthening, so we've strengthened the frame. We use different thicknesses of tube in some places, but we learn over the years, and since 1972 to now, it's been a learning experience and we keep working on improving.
One thing that separates the four-wheel camper from a lot of the other options here is it allows you to retain the basic structure of the pickup. You have it in when you want to go, take it out when you don't. Do you find a lot of people take advantage of that, or is that not something that's important?
No, absolutely. It's many folks like to have the flexibility to use the truck as a truck when they need to, for hauling lumber, rock, whatever the case may be. Or during the winter months when they're not going to be camping, they'll be using the truck for other things as well too. So it's fairly easy to mount the camper on the truck, tie it down, and much easier to get it off the truck so that you have your truck available. Most folks will leave the camper on the truck on a semi-permanent basis. And so with that situation, they leave the camper stocked. All they have to do is throw in food and beverage, change of clothes, and away they go. So it's a moment's notice.
Hey, so we're here with Lois Price, and it turns out that Lois is no longer on the loose. We found you, and you've kind of traded the motorcycle for the sidecar, haven't you?
Well, only temporarily, yes. I think I'll always be a two-wheeler at heart, but last summer my husband and I, who's also a round-the-world motorcyclist himself, we decided to give the three wheels a go, and we very kindly lent a sidecar by Ural, which is a Russian company, although they're now based in the US and part owned by a US company. But Ural motorcycles and sidecars have been around for a while, a long time, since the 40s really. And they're these beautiful vintage-looking outfits. They've never changed the design, and we're real old bike nuts. You know, we started out riding vintage classic bikes. So we have a kind of hankering for that kind of thing anyway. So
did you go with the goggles?
We are goggle wearers, yes, as well, and open-face glittery helmets, the whole thing. So we were very happy in that environment. So we got lent this beautiful looking sidecar outfit, which we collected in Richmond, Virginia, and spent a couple of months basically riding across the US back to the Ural HQ in Seattle, and dropped the bike off there. And it's just a wonderful experience. It was absolutely completely different from travelling by a regular bike. The way people respond to the sidecar outfit is amazing. Everyone loves it. Everyone wants to sit in it, the kids and the dogs and the. So there's a phenomenon known as UDF, which is Ural Delay Factor, and that's about an hour every day that you have to kind of consider when you're planning your route, because you have to factor in an hour for everyone who stops and talks to you about the bike.
So, beyond just the sidecar, it's kind of a departure and actually traveling not alone.
Well, absolutely, yeah. I think after my last solo trip, which was in Africa from London to Cape Town, it was probably, I mean, easily the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life. It was a true adventure, riding across the Sahara, going through the Congo and Angola. I absolutely had an amazing time, but I think it probably, after that, I probably had the solo travel kind of urge spent in me now. I feel that, that's kind of, I've done that really. So, and obviously being married to a fellow round-the-world motorcyclist, I think that our next trip will be together.
It's a little hard to ditch him now.
Exactly. So yeah, he's a good travelling companion.
So what is the next trip?
We're talking about going to India probably. So I've never been to Asia, and from the UK it's a pretty straightforward ride. I mean, Delhi is only 6,000 miles from London, so that's quite easy for us Brits. Austin, my husband, went to India when he was 18 and he'd love to go back. So and it's one of those countries I'd like to go and see before it gets too swallowed up with, the modern world, which is happening very rapidly over there.
So that wraps up day one from Overland Expo 2010. Tomorrow we're going to look at big trucks, comfortable chairs, and an interview with Jonathan Hansen.